finally get spider ham after 6 hours.
Oh, I thought you said, wait, Spider Ham or Spider Man?
Spider ham.
The hell?
He's the pig spider.
Oh, is it like a brand new game?
No, it's okay.
What's wrong? What's happening?
I want to play. Case, we're gonna play in Rayce's world.
No.
Okay.
We won't be able to really do anything in my world.
I want to play. Case, we're gonna play in Rayce's world. I'm getting trouble.
I can hear, you know, my stream can, if people are on, they can actually hear you complaining.
Case.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to let you build because, you know, I'm very picky. I'm sorry, guys, if you're hearing my dog. He's a freaking tyrant, and he never shuts up. Don't mean to be mean, but, like, he just doesn't shut. He needs to shut. Oh, my God. Excuse me, chat. Hey, can you shut him up, please? Hello, sweetie. Please, shut him up. Not you up, Sky. Come here, girl. Come here.
You told me to be quiet.
Come here, you little biter.
You told me not to
I'm not letting you out, Sky. That's my dog. I'm sorry, friends.
No, you're not. I'm not coming to you. Wait, he has a new dog today. Right, Wyatt?
Yes, Case.
Listen, I don't being creative.
Shush. Because he doesn't want your stuff breaking. His stuff breaking. No scoop.
I will not break this stuff.
No, I'm sorry, but we tell you to do something and you don't stop, so I can't trust you.
I can.
Oh well, that's quite unfortunate.
I've been down here the whole time. I can't do anything.
Because I don't want you to destroy anything. I'm sorry if I'm not trustworthy. If I don't trust people, it's just would you rather have me be I'm sorry, chat. This is actually family issues. What's it called? Not like a bad issue, but like, you know, I don't want to be mad at you. I'm really picky about people just touch my stuff. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna mute for a sec.
Uh-oh. What?
Now, son, you're playing nice with people, right? You're not headshotting. You're not crotch-shotting or anything like that now, right? You're not just killing people. That's not good. Not just killing people. Could you ask them if they want to be headshot first?
I'm playing Minecraft.
Would you mind me digging a hole to the center of the earth with the lava?
God darn.
Just be nice, okay?
Oh God, okay,
Right,
sure.
Just want to make sure you're not burying people on lava bricks. Lava bricks ain't good.
I'm sorry, that's my dad.
Don't be headshotting people. Don't be a creeper. Don't be like a creeper.
Wyatt, unmute your mic.
Yeah.
Stop hitting him.
I wasn't hitting him.
I saw you hit him.
Thank you, Rayce.
Yeah. Mind this kid, he's my cousin. You both get along. You here. Fine. You know, you're backing up into a bit.
I hate.
Come here, drowned.
Hey, stop messing around. It ain't a joyride.
You can get me.
Don't,
Can we have max speed?
no.
Darn it.
Hey, the guy.
Hit me, Case, hit me. Hit me.
Now, you're both not gonna be able to hit each other, so,
Hit me again. I dare you, hit me. Come on, hit me. I'm not you. Hit me, Case, hit me.
he can't hit you, and you can't hit him.
Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Come on.
I can't.
Oh. What? What does?
I will have a phone. Wait. Come back, you fox. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill Johnny. May I kill Johnny, your pet? What's Johnny doing? Get us quick.
Wait, Johnny? His name's not Johnny. Stop.
I kill it.
Ah! Stories.
Tell your
Hey,
brother.
Johnny.
You should go explore with your brother in the town.
I know I'm in the head.
Can you see a screen?
You're just a booty, Rayce.
Hmm?
Case, let's go look around, Case. Come on, Case, let's go look around. Behind you, Case.
Oh no.
You can't hit me, Rayce. Oh my. Ah! I can't damage. I can't damage.
Case, watch this TV.
Ball.
Here, I got this.
Don't touch it.
3, 2, 1, drop it. Dun 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 dun. Here, I felt challenged, so I had to fulfill it.
Yeah.
I want to have a battle.
No, no.
You're dead. You're dead.
I like that.
Mm-mm.
What?
What?
Great.
Don't jump off. Don't jump off.
What? Ow. Wait. Who's following me here? Up! Up! Ow!
You like this place?
Yeah. The bunker.
It's a mall.
Oh, it's a mall? Okay, so if you don't quit, I'm gonna mute my mic.
How do I get out?
There's 2 staircases out. Wyatt, do you know how to escape this underground part?
Kind of.
Go to the edges, and like what they call, there's 4 hallways. There's 2 in the center and 2 on the outside. You need to find the ones on the outside, which that hallway right there. Oh, there's a dirt block. This is a room. This right here, go to the end of that hallway, and there's a tile. Go up the tile stairs, and you're out. Just look at how nice the mall is.
Dang. I need food.
When am I get out?
God, wrong command. Stop.
Thank you.
Don't let him escape the world boundary.
Hit you.
Wait, what?
Yes.
No. No, he has another right sword race.
Well, I'll try this.
No.
Boop.
No.
Wait.
I did it. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. Yes.
Daddy, why'd you hit me?
Daddy, what is your butt cheek?
Hmm? What is he saying?
Nothing. No!
How about you guys get along?
Oh, my legs are hurting.
Oh no, our day was fun.
Here, how about this? I have an idea.
What?
How about we put you in here,
Oh yeah.
so you both get along.
Hey, well, hey, what's up, Rayce? Hey, Rayce, get us out. Rayce. Rayce. Rayce, let us go.
He's gonna be so confused. Stop breathing in the mic.
Ayo.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Like
You're trapped.
DAFAQ.
You're trapped.
Wait, why is it actually invisible?
Rayce.
You know what those are.
No, I didn't. Yeah, I know.
How about you both get along? So you're gonna sit
Because we
in
done the
there.
zombie apocalypse with these things. It was so annoying.
Get us out.
You guys need to get along. Here, have a cake.
Mommy cakey. Oh, yum.
Here. Here.
Get us out.
Oh, whoop, sorry. Here, have a apple.
Bro, we can't get those.
Yeah, you can.
Wait, get us the golden apples. I want one. You first, you get us out.
Man, back in the day, Minecraft.
God, yeah, I agree.
Get out. Hi, Rayce. Why, Ray?
Mama.
Mama.
Oh, God.
Mama.
I got both of them. Case I got both of them. I got.
Hey, give me one.
What? I don't have anything.
Give me some.
Oh.
Fruity, fruity. Ow. Oh no, where's our mama? Ew.
Homie, you having sex with your mic? No.
Are you playing online or we friends?
Or friends, yeah.
My mama dead.
Shut that meme up. Look, 2 blue axles.
Okay, sit there. Back on another video, and today we're torturing each other.
I'm laughing.
Oh, the fuck!
Damn, emoji pensive face.
Why are you doing so many jokes? Oh no, where's my mama butt?
Oh no, where's your funniness? Like, where's your sense of humor? I can't find it. I can find reasons why Joe Biden's a good president faster than I can find your good oh wait, never mind, it's the other way around, I'm sorry.
Rayce, what do you find most annoying?
What do you mean?
Like, what do you think is very annoying?
When he constantly does that stuff and doesn't stop.
Oh, okay.
Oh, because of me?
Yeah, because of you.
Come on,
So.
Rayce, I told you Rayce.
Case.
Big baby. Rayce, get us out.
Case. Fine.
I don't know. Maybe because you called me a big baby and I'm not really feeling it. I'm sorry. You hoided my wings.
Where are you?
Not by the sweat of my armpits.
I'm much taller.
What's that? What is that?
It's me. You want to hear it?
No. Oh my god, I play with people. 3-year-old toddlers.
Bro, I bet you what the kid on the live stream's like.
What the kid on the live stream is like? Not annoying? Homie, we actually are friends. God, I play with little children. That sounded very, very wrong. Jesus Christ. You know what? I'm getting confused over this stupid roof.
Sorry.
What is going on in the background? What?
It's called Auto-Tune Baby Crying.
Mine's like, not? Yo, okay, hold on. Let me just put into a demonstration. I have an audience and people that are normal, like my friend in the chat, does not like to hear people like you be annoying. So if you could kindly like shut, that'd be appreciated. I'm just gonna ban you guys or something. I need to get some work done.
Well, no, please don't.
Well, I'm gonna have Echo
What
Dojo
the?
Mojo. Hey, look,
Who dat?
it's the homie. It's the homie. It's the homie. It's the homie. Like, can you actually shut for real?
I'm actually gonna mute for a sec.
Oh no. 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 I'm doing something bad. Oh god. Oh, he's gone. You're panicking.
Ow!
For free. No, wait, what? Ah, you lose.
Where's the other one?
Get out of there, Case.
Gotcha.
Get out of there.
Hey! I'm dead. Why are you doing it? You're not acting normal.
Run.
Run. It makes me anticipate your attacks. One.
Oh God, please no! 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 Ow!
Sup, E-word?
Okay, that's finished.
Hey!
You're welcome, Rayce. I did something you would love.
What?
Nothing. I sent an invite to a 666 kid.
Is that supposed to, like, scare me or something?
No, I sent it to official.
If you're not gonna do anything, might be like, just leave.
Well, we can't. How do we do
I
anything?
don't want anybody touching my world, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sure.
What if you... Okay, you should start a survival with your brother. He'll love that.
Rayce is a tootie butt.
Oh no, what will I ever do? My feelings are hurt. I think I'll shrivel into a ball and die. I'm sorry if I went a little bit overkill. I need to get work done. He knows I just fool around. We always F around with each other. God, this exists. The all men are bad trend sucks. Oh my god.
The new Sapphire Preferred card, you now earn 5 times total points on travel purchase through Chase.
Like to visit grandma?
Grandma babysits.
If people actually don't like men because men didn't like women, well, guess what? I hate to say this to you. I'm not saying it because, oh, we're like P words, like oopsies, but like, I'm just gonna say this right now. Fighting fire with fire is not a good idea. Just saying.
Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and well, welcome to the last day of 2021. This was not really the best year, but it's the last day of videos for the entire year, so I thought we were going to end the year off with a bang, man.
Oh.
Topic that back in probably
Oh my god.
first kind of started picking up on, but for one reason or another, I really never made a video surrounding this whole thing, so I thought, what better time than now, man? Let's go ahead and actually have a little bit so serious. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but on social media there's a lot of slander that involves phrases like all men, or you know, there's the all men are horrible, or all men are toxic, all men cheat, kill all men. It's a really popular movement. Mostly it seems like
Hey, you have to like stop being a head ass and stop.
at some point in their life. These people constantly will trauma dump on social media. They swear to God that it's not for attention. They swear they don't do these things for attention. And then, of course, everything that really kind of, I guess, is an indicator
Sorry, bro.
of the situation just really kind of screams that it's being done for validation.
VUN
And today I
rant.
kind of want to just face some of these arguments head on, because the funny thing about this argument is
I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. I hate this. I hate doing this. Sorry. I need to get work done. I've been stuck on this house all day. Plus, it's annoying when everybody goes, like, starts bothering me. I'm sorry if I come off as a little bit, like, but I'm very restrictive in my worlds. I'm afraid someone's gonna touch it. I'm a control freak.
people who say this kind of stuff, they dictate the fact that they can say it, right? You know, they say things like, we're not letting this happen anymore. I'm
You mean
standing
the
up
oh
and
no
I'm saying
it's broke?
something about this, man. But then, of course, whenever they're actually responded to and you actually...
So, you want me to tell your mom? Because I'm really getting tired of you right now. I just want you to leave me alone, and if you don't, I'm gonna tell your mother. Deadass.
Do it.
Do it. won't work. It's been done.
To like reason with them or bring anything up, they just start freaking the fuck out. They'll start screaming about don't even say anything or something, right? They try to
Oh, feminists.
shut down any conversation.
I am not against equality in like gender, but it's just annoying when you hear somebody complain in the lobby. Oh my god, everybody's unequal! Well, it's not perfect in our society, but it's as perfect as it can be.
Did you do it?
But just like a lot of the just baseless idiotic
Yes.
shit that we've seen recently, it really kind of focuses on TikTok. Honestly, man, we're not even going to waste any time with this one. We're just going to dive head first into this. We're going to figure out today why all men are just horrible, right? So today we have 4 videos to take a look at, and they all kind of cover, I guess, different facets of this movement, or I guess are examples of this movement in some way, shape, or form.
Why can't we all just get along? We're all humans in the end of it.
Jump straight into it.
Why is it?
Life is unfair and ugly.
Oh my god. She's trying to make herself look hot, but it's not working.
Click join, get perks, become a channel member.
No, I'm not talking.
Fair cabinet and trim it.
Nah, it's too late for that.
Want to try and make it worse.
I don't think that that's true. Kind of a
I'm
very
trying to make it weak. Let us.
You've had 3 or 4 men in your life that sucked, and for some reason you just don't have the capability to think beyond that. But maybe let's not try to be over dramatic, okay? And actually talk about something factual here.
We're not giving them that power anymore, babe. I don't care what men think of me, and neither should you.
Okay, first off, you say, you know, oh, I don't care.
I
what
hate
men
her
have to
voice.
say. We don't care. I'll dress however I want. I don't care what anyone thinks. Well, you know, that honestly is a very empowering thought, right? Congratulations on that. But if you really care so little, why do people like this always feel the need to constantly remind everybody how much they don't care, right? You know, instead of just actually not caring and just simply being unbothered when people say things like this, you instead prove that you actually do care by constantly voicing up about it, right? For instance, thousands of comments a day are put on my YouTube channel, okay? And I don't go and see the negative ones and respond to every single one of them because I actually don't give a fuck. Usually when you don't care about something, you don't constantly dedicate this ridiculous amount of time and energy to something, but I mean, keep proving you don't care though.
I'm gonna wear whatever I want. And what I wear does not dictate the respect I should be given.
And you say that
You can wear whatever you want.
dictate the level of respect that you get, and honestly, I agree with you. I really don't think that the way you dress should dictate the amount of respect that you get in most circumstances.
I
mean,
agree.
guess if you show up in a bra and panties to a funeral, I'm probably gonna look at you a little sideways, and most people probably would look at you a little sideways for that. But yeah, you're right. I guess you know no one should dictate their amount of respect for you based on what you wear. Also, though, if you don't care so much, like you just said in the sentence before, why do you even care what level of respect you're getting? Once again, people shit on me on the internet all the time, and I don't care if they respect me or not, so I don't really give them...
Same here, I don't give an F.
It just doesn't add up here, you know what I'm saying? You can't say, oh, I don't really give a shit, but you're gonna respect me, you know? More or less the fact that you say these kinds of things repeatedly, that kind of dictates the level of respect you get, though, because you're not actually making a solid point.
My miniskirt isn't the problem, honey. It all comes down to the men.
It all comes down not to men. It all comes down not to women. It all comes down to you.
Right, so you say, hey, I'm not living
Simple
for
as
these
that.
people anymore. We can never were, because that's not a completely contradictory statement right there. You know, never cared. Remember that. We never cared about what level of respect you give us or anything like that. But then, you know, the next 4 sentences tell us how much you actually do care. If you were never living for them, aka men, then why do you care what men think? If you don't care what men think, then why are you constantly doing this? Why do you gotta constantly speak out about it? Why are you then saying you do care after you say you don't care?
So I will dress how I want, for me and myself and I.
I don't have a problem with anybody wants to, how anybody wants to dress, as long as they don't go in the public freaking nude.
Hurt us anyway. And you know what I say to that? Go fuck yourself.
Yes! Go F yourself! Oh no. Oh, head ass.
And all women are stupid, or they, you know, say some
Sorry.
ridiculous
Oh,
shit.
yes.
They say something
Go F yourself. I can't take your voice seriously, homie. Okay. I'm making a mockery out of this. I can't. She sounds like the goat from Zootopia. She sounds like a freaking Zootopia goat looking at ass.
But they're called misogynistic, and they're called pieces of shit, and they're garbage human being. You know, you pig man, you're an asshole. But when women like this say all men do is hurt us, you know, all men want to do is just fuck with us, right, and bother us, and make life worse for us. That's somehow empowering, and that's respected. So it's completely cool to degrade and shit on all men in these kinds of social situations. But when men do the same thing to women, they're incels, and, you know, you just can't get a woman. Well, what if the argument's flipped on you? What if you're a fucking femcel, and you just can't attract a man, and that's why you think this way, right? Oh wait, that argument's not allowed to be used, I forgot, because, well, you know, reverse logic doesn't actually fucking matter to people who do this shit, so with that out of the way now, we're actually going to take an example from a guy here, okay? We're going to, you know, equality. It's all about gender equality. We got to have both of the guys and the girls speak out here, because if we don't, then how can we fully come to appreciate this mentality, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at what this fella has to say.
I am fucking embarrassed to call myself a bloke. I'm fucking embarrassed by the way some of you low-life, gutless fucking cowards behave. I had a mate message me last night about the way one of his chick friends were treated by 2 blokes, and it is fucking disgusting. Every single fucking day, I'll come across something. I'll come across a
Angry Australian.
fucking sick to my stomach.
Sorry, Aussies.
A fucking bloke.
I have respect for Australians, dude. There's more than Americans on level.
It is all men.
Better government. Actually, wait, never mind. Well, they have bad toy laws. You can't even have a freaking Nerf gun in Australia. But anyway, I can't get over myself when I say that Australia is such an awesome country. I'm looking at you, laser beam.
So many comments on my old videos like, oh, this feels like a personal attack, I feel like being a personal attack. It's not a fucking personal attack. It's the opposite to that. Put it this way, it's a fucking precaution and judgment a woman has to make towards a man before she has the opportunity to work out who he really is. You don't have to preach this. Just accept it and don't fucking argue it that it is all men. It's not a hate all men are racist thing. It's not a feminist thing.
This guy looks like he launches fireworks every day. Nothing wrong with that. He just looks like a pure redneck.
But it really isn't all men. That's the thing. It's just not. And you know that just as well as I do, considering that you're also, at least from what I can see here, you're also a man. So your statement either means either A, it really is all men, and you're involved in this, and you're just as bad as all the other men that you're trying to degrade for validation from women on the internet, and you're using their movement to try and masquerade the fact that you're actually part of the problem, like you're actually directly saying that you are. Once again, I'm going to go ahead and assume that this is for female validation at the expense of your own personal, you know, value or dignity or respect. Or B, you know that what you're saying isn't true, you know that it's complete horseshit, and once again, you're doing this probably just for validation from women on the internet. Either way, what you're saying is complete horseshit, and you should be ashamed of saying it. Yeah, you can't argue reality, but it's pretty funny that most of this debate actually is people arguing reality. I mean, it's obviously painstakingly clear that it really isn't all men. I mean, yeah, are there a lot of men out there that are complete pieces of shit?
Yes.
Women for their own personal needs?
There's a lot of garbage freaking men, and there's a lot of garbage women. More garbage men than women, just saying, because well, Joe Biden, yeah, get him off the list. But like, Bill Gates is okay.
You would be fucking racist. If you said, well, I really can't, get a really good personal judgment off of insert racial category here because, I've just had so many bad experiences with insert racial category here in the past, and it makes me really judgmental of them. Like, I just, I have a problem connecting with insert racial category here. People would look at you like you're a fucking Nazi, like you're a psychopath, and rightfully so. And the only argument that these people have against anything that I'm saying is, well, if you're mad he's talking about you, you're who he's talking about, very obviously knowing that I'm not the person that they're talking about, or realistically the person whose argument they're dismissing is not the person they're talking about. Or they'll say, why are you so insecure as a man? Which is funny because first off, they sit there and they cry about toxic masculinity and shit like that, and then directly fuel back into it by claiming people who don't agree with them are insecure men. And half the time they don't even realize that they're subconsciously just invalidating arguments against what they say because, well, they don't have a response.
I hate all men, but when he loves me...
Do you have a right to hate all men? Definitely. It's a freaking right to live right there. You have the right to dislike anything you please. I'm okay if you don't like me at all. I'm fine. If no one likes me, guess what? Whatever. As long as I have somebody liking me, one person, then it's okay. But like, just know that what you're saying is complete. Oh god, it's complete BS.
Yeah, this is a real
She looks like she's having a stroke.
This is something that people do, right? So they'll just, I guess, be upset about something, have some sort of, like, personal, I guess, undiagnosed or unrealized trauma that they can't get past. And instead of just going to therapy or, like, talking to somebody about it, they just open the front camera on their iPhone, log into TikTok.com, and fucking film themselves crying to a sad song so that they can get attention on the internet. That's all this is for. There's literally no other reason to do this. Because obviously you can just cry without recording yourself. She cries like a fucking cartoon strip comic too. Let's just add that in. She cries like a Canadian on South Park. Half the facial expressions in this video look like how, like, the generic YouTuber shocked thumbnails look. The caption of this is, fuck all men, including my dad, but not really. I just want someone to tell me they're proud of me. 6 million likes. And by the way, I liked it that way. I could remember to download it. That's what a lot of this really kind of boils down to. It's what a lot of this kind of thought process and trend really boils down to. Their dad wasn't nice to them, okay? Their dad wasn't in their life.
Oh no, my dad isn't nice to me. I guess all men are just garbage. Meets boyfriend that gives you $30,000 because he's nice.
Some horrible shit. Their dad didn't tell them that they were proud of them.
That's called parental abuse, not sexual abuse. Head ass.
Kill all men, or all men are, bad people.
That's your dad's fault, not men's fault.
It's honestly just, people are laughing at you in the comments.
You're just mad. You get pwned.
Sad, in all reality.
Girl, you get pwned.
You wanted people to feel bad for you, and instead you just got fucking roasted by everybody online. So, wonder if your dad's proud that his daughter ended up being that girl on TikTok.
Y'all know what bothers me so much? Okay, this man nearly posted me every single day on Snapchat and on Instagram. He never took me out of his bio. Never. Not once.
Well, he's an insecure piece of crap.
The highlight of me in his bio, which was full. A highlight of me.
What? Let's be honest, this thing looks like it came from the Hellboy movies. Like, a giant devil man that, like, holds this big-ass pistol, and he kills, like, mythical creatures and demons, like Doomslayer. So, boom, boom. Homie here could probably take the recoil of a 1911 of a Desert Eagle as if it were, like, frickin' 22. All men cheat. I'm sorry to say this, but all period, men period, cheat period. That's not. I'm not good at grammar, but I can tell you that's not a good amount of grammar. You need to fix that stuff right away.
First to like all the time. I commented on his pictures all the time. I hung out with him every single day, literally every single day. Times where I did not come
That's his problem.
So, bro,
Men can't think of an excuse because there's no excuse.
Anything she's talking about. Essentially, she's just making the point that no matter what happened in her relationship, no matter how active they were on social media, no matter how apparent it was that they were together, her boyfriend or ex-boyfriend or whatnot had still decided to cheat, right? And she had to figure that out and deal with it. Apparently, this just means that all men are this way and all men cheat and all men are just, you know, people who are just assholes and pieces of shit and whatnot because, well, she had a bad run-in, I guess, with one of them, so it's literally just trauma dumping. Like, it's honestly kind of sad because you can tell that most of the people who actually say shit like this and think shit like this, they're people with trauma that they just haven't been able to actually process and get through. And so they just, you know, they blame a whole group of people instead of just dealing with the fact that the
Oh yeah, I hate those type of people.
actually responsible for the issues in their personal life are actually the ones at fault. Apparently we've gotten to this point in society where entire groups of people have to be bunched in with the responsibilities of a select few in that group. And this really, unfortunately, accounts for everything. I mean, it's this way with pretty much any category you can put people into. Most apparently, obviously, I'd say it's race. But the fact that people think it's okay to actually say shit like this is absolutely insane to me. Once again, it's just really ironic because if you use the same logic and the same arguments back against them, and you say shit like, all women cheat, or all women are pieces of shit, or anything stupid like that, you're immediately deemed a misogynistic piece of trash, and, you know, you need to go fuck yourself and whatever else, right? Yeah, right? It's stupid. You know, it's dumb. The same logic can never be applied twice, right? There's some sort of mental gymnastics that will always be done to get away from this argument, but I honestly think it's just a stupid fucking trend that needs to stop. The women who unironically believe this garbage need to...
And there's a second trend. The end path? I've never heard of this. I'm interested now.
let's say you had an awesome play.
You mean some homie just lasering somebody with a flat line? With a 1x circle?
Today we are going to be taking a look at sort of a new trend that's kind of been taking off on TikTok.
Essentially, this is trying to downplay it.
For predominantly it seems like teenage girls. They're basically taking what is normally kind of referred to as like a regular human emotion, and they're trying to turn it into like a personality trait. And honestly, I'm not a big fan of it because it's so clear to me, at least, that like 90 to 95% at the bare minimum of the people doing this trend are just completely full of shit. So obviously you know what empathy is. I feel like at least most of you do. Even if you don't know like the definition or you can't match the word to how you feel or anything like that. Essentially it's like the personal ability to kind of like understand how someone else could be affected by something, or like, I guess like a perfect example here. Like if you've ever seen like a homeless person on the side of the road, you may feel empathy for that person because you realize that they're in a very bad state in their life. They obviously don't have a safe place to stay. They probably don't have a very consistent food supply. Their state of living is definitely a lot worse off than most of us, right? So you can feel empathy for somebody like that because, well, you understand the position that they're at in their life or whatever isn't ideal. Empathy is pretty generic to humans. A lot of us, if not most of us, are able to very clearly feel empathy for other people. Some people do not have the ability to properly feel empathy, but that's a completely different debate. But people on TikTok are turning this widespread human emotion into a personality trait where, you know, they basically are making the claim that, you know, they're just such empathetic people, right? You know, that they feel so much...
Video games just disappoint me now.
You know, I've been playing video games since I was about 2 years old. The first video game I ever played was actually Grand Theft Auto 3, which I know is going to be weird for a lot of people to hear, because most kids aren't really allowed to play games like that growing up, but that was actually one of the first video games that my dad ever introduced me to. And I've been blessed enough to play a lot of the best video games of all time throughout my, I guess, history playing video games, as many of us have, right? You know, we've played some crazy good games over the years. There have been some absolute, just industry-changing, genre-defining games that have come out, even in recent years. You know what I'm saying? This isn't, I guess, an argument that should be made against the entirety of the gaming industry, but I think that this is something that me, as someone who plays video games often, kind of just feels, especially in recent years. Maybe the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, it seems like this has been kind of this trend that I've noticed. And this isn't to say that, like, this was never happening before, that, you know, back in 2003, somebody would get away with something like this. But, I mean, I think that when you look at the amount of times that things like this are happening, it's it's definitely a lot more noticeable now than it was then. I don't know if it's because of the inventions of things like social media, you know, because obviously social media is completely different than it was in, you know, the early 2000s. I'm not sure if it's because I've grown up and I've kind of realized a lot of what I'm playing, and I have no idea, but I feel like, you know, video games not having gotten worse, but almost that, like, the enjoyability and that, I guess that feeling that was initially there is kind of waning, okay?
Somewhat, I feel the same way.
Right? The only games that I've really been playing, and I mean really putting time into, are like Grand Theft Auto 5, Rocket League, Minecraft, and occasionally Call of Duty. It seems like a lot of the major games that I get excited for outside of that, and honestly, even with a franchise like Call of Duty, have all just been massive disappointments, right? One of the big
Sorry, Rayce.
franchises that
I know, I heard you.
video games, Grand Theft Auto, obviously, Madden, that helped me really get, I guess, more casually into video games, The Legend of Zelda. Now, two of those franchises are still consistently putting out classic titles pretty much every time that they release a game. It seems like, you know, Grand Theft Auto, they don't really miss. In general, Rockstar doesn't even really miss. And The Legend of Zelda, you know, it misses very, very, very occasionally, and when it does miss, the miss that it has compared to maybe, like, you know, No Man's Sky at launch miss is it's just not comparable. But man, Madden, that franchise that really helped me kind of casually slip into video games more, is just completely fucking terrible now. Now, if you don't understand the story of what happened to Madden, okay, you know, in the 2000s, it was actually like a decent sports franchise, and I know that sports games get a lot of criticism because, you know, it's just the same game every year, and that wasn't really the case when I grew up playing it, because they actually added new features and there was content there to play with, and it was actually fun. But Madden at this point is a glorified trading card game. The only mode that they work on is literally just Ultimate Team to sell you microtransactions. The other modes that people would like to play that actually involve, you know, some strategy to them as well, you know, like franchise or owner modes, things like that, they get no love, they get no respect. It's literally just in and out of each game every single year and put into the next title. And it's kind of sad to see how franchises like this have completely fallen apart. And the reason, especially for Madden and a lot of sports franchise actually, is because of what they call exclusivity licenses. So essentially these real life leagues will sign with like EA Sports, a 5-year exclusivity deal to make the only official NFL,
God, that's a garbage move.
Games on the market, okay? And every other game can't use the likenesses of the teams and players and things like that, meaning that they're not even going to sell copies of their game, meaning that there's really no competition in these fields of play, and, you know, they have no incentive to actually make a good game. Because they know that every single year people are going to pay $60 to literally restart the card game that they spent $700 on the year before. And it's just not even just, you know, sports franchises. You know, it comes down to a lot of these big titles too, okay? Because there's been a lot of games that I've looked forward to over the last few years that are just completely fucking horrible when they come out. It seems like there's almost this industry trend, right? Because of things like E3 and releasing a YouTube trailer and trying to get all the hype generated around it and things like that. It seems like there's almost this trend where game developers will take a game that's maybe 65% complete, right? They'll push that through and go gold with it. The rest of that content will either come down the road in a roadmap of free updates, or it'll be paid DLC content. And what they'll do is they'll take that shell of a game that, you know, they polished the graphics on and everything. They'll make these hyper-realistic, amazing-looking cinematic quality trailers. They'll promise all these awesome features in the game and make it just look like it's going to be the next big thing in the industry, right? Everyone gets hyped because of it. They're like, holy shit, this game looks amazing. It's going to have all these features, a great story. Oh my god, I can't wait. And guess what happens the day that it comes out? 70% of the features that were promised are now put into this free update roadmap over the next 2 years. The content that's there is stale because it's not enjoyable, because the features that would make it enjoyable are not in the game. There's already day one paid content for people, so on top of spending $60+ on a video game, they're now trying to sell you a season pass at $50 to actually buy the content that was supposed to come in the game. Microtransactions and DLC had a huge part to do with this. A lot of you, I don't think, are going to remember this, because I do know that there's a lot of younger people who watch my channel. Back in the day, right, back in, you know, 2005, if you wanted to drop, I guess, DLC, you didn't have fucking Xbox Live or Steam to push that out for people to buy. Or if you did, it was pretty much bare bare bones compared to what it is now, and it had a fraction of the user base. What would happen, like I play a lot of Civilization, it's one of my favorite franchises of all time, right? They would release expansions for the game, but you would have to go to the store and buy a whole new physical disc of content to go home and install on your computer. So for some games, you'd have to have like 5 different discs, install all the content, and that would be the game, right? Now, of course, compared to today's standards, that's very, you know, inconvenient, and it's not a good use of physical materials like CDs and whatnot. But back in the day, it seems like it was a completely different standard of how you could release content in the gaming industry. Because consumers would just not buy fucking garbage. It was like, I think back in the 80s or whatever, they made that shitty E.T. game that went down as one of the worst video games of all time, and it literally sold so poorly that they had to fill up an entire fucking landfill full of cartridges of it because nobody would buy it. And it's now widely credited as being one of the
Oh my god, there's a Just Cause 3 Easter egg.
now today, right? You know, anyone can slap a fucking $60 AAA title out that's completely unfinished, and because of all of these trailers that
That's an actual thing. There's literally a landfill with a bunch of ET copies.
all these broken promises, right? You're gonna still sell a stupid amount of copies, okay? Now, one of my favorite franchises of all time, Call of Duty, has now also been doing this. As a matter of fact, you're watching new Call of Duty gameplay in the background. This is Black Ops Cold War, okay? This is the Call of Duty game that is coming out pretty much in about a month. Don't get me wrong, there's some things I like about this game, but it's not hitting for me so far. It's not, I don't know. This is the problem that I've had with Call of Duty for the last few years, right? When they kind of went futuristic, right, during like Advanced Warfare through Infinite Warfare, the Call of Duty community was really fucking mad because we didn't want futuristic games with all this exo boosting and everything. At least for the most part, there's a lot of people who still like it, defend it. Personally, I think Advanced Warfare was a fine game. Black Ops 3, I think, arguably could be one of the top 5 Call of Duty games of all time if the microtransaction system wasn't really in place and it actually had a solid campaign, but people didn't like that shit. So what they did is they demanded that the franchise go back to the roots. People wanted Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, MW3, BO2 style gameplay, right? They wanted an arcadey kind of shooter with, you know, iconic maps, awesome campaigns, great third modes like zombies and survival mode and spec ops, things like that. We got World War II by Sledgehammer Games, which when it released was fucking so mediocre that it was unbearable to play if you were an old school Call of Duty fan. Granted, that game made an incredible comeback, and at you know, May the next year it was actually a solid Call of Duty game, but it literally took them overhauling the Sledgehammer studio to actually make that happen. Then we got Black Ops 4, which was the least Black Ops game of all time, literally didn't have a campaign, and in all reality, probably only had the Black Ops name attached to it to sell copies. You either love this game or you hate it, I feel like. I generally think kind of negatively of my experience playing this one, although there was definitely some good elements to it. And then we got Modern Warfare, which, you know, everyone thought was going to be the fucking savior of the franchise, right? Everyone thought that this was going to be the game because, you know, we got Captain Price, Bravo 6 going dark, pulling the goggles down, had one of the franchise's best campaigns. I mean, without a doubt, that was a fucking incredible story. Spec Ops and Survival sucked, okay? That was very disappointing, very underwhelming, and, you know, literally 2 machines of the 3 major consoles literally could not play Survival or that shit until pretty much like 3 weeks ago because of PlayStation exclusivity. The multiplayer maps are complete dog shit. There's some decent weapons. The multiplayer just, it's nothing like Modern Warfare. I don't know. And Black Ops Cold War, I feel like, is just the Modern Warfare equivalent to the Black Ops franchise, right? They just claiming it to be like a revitalization of the franchise, right? But all it is it has the name attached, it has some iconic characters who don't even have the original voice actors. And then on top of that, the multiplayer is nothing like the franchise that it's supposedly going back to the roots of. And it just fucking baffles me because the Call of Duty franchise, don't get me wrong, the fans, you know, a lot of them don't know what they want. Dead serious, all I want is like a Black Ops 2-esque shooter. I still play Black Ops 2 to this day. I have BO2 Plutonium, I still play. And it's sad that in order to actually get an enjoyable multiplayer experience for Call of Duty, the extreme that has to be done is modders in the community have to literally fucking rebuild the classic titles from the ground up on their own servers and just pray that Activision doesn't seize the system for people to actually enjoy that because there's no support for previous titles. No Man's Sky is another great example. This was the first game I ever went to a midnight release for. I went and got my copy for the PlayStation 4 at midnight. I had school and all that shit to worry about. I think that was a Friday that came out, so that actually came out during the summer, I think. So maybe I didn't have school the next day. But I mean, you know, that was the first game. I was like, I don't know, 16 when that game came out. I stood in line for this fucking game, got home, and literally all the features that were promised to be in the game are just now being added. Granted, if you play No Man's Sky for the first time today and you don't have that fucking terrible PTSD of that launch in your head, you will undoubtedly think that No Man's Sky is a good game, for the most part, if that's what you're going into it for that space exploration and shit. But it has made a miraculous comeback. But that's the point of this video. I'm so sick and tired of these games having these awesome fucking promises and trailers.
Yeah, if no one knows, I got DIKED'd by Fallout 76. I paid my parents sadly paid $80 for it, and it's literally steaming pile of dog. And I barely play it. I hate all the freaking like fast knock crap. I hate all the non-Fallout stuff like the freaking Gauss machine gun, a nuclear survival, where we have railguns. Yeah, railgun machine guns. What is this like? What is this effing cyberpunk? Homie, you got cyberpunk before it even came out. Like, bruh, I hate that. You know, I'm gonna take a break. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I keep taking a break. I'm just getting a little tired. I'll be right back. Later. On today.